I've just been reflecting on the screensaver and on my telephone, on my mobile phone, and it's interesting to note that it's a picture of my children, but in the outdoors, in a natural environment. And then I started to look around at the photographs and pictures I've got at home, and in fact most of the photos I've got on my phone. And my favourite ones are all ones of family and friends in the natural environment. And I then started to look around, as I say, at home, or consider the pictures I have at home, and it's just the same. They're pictures and paintings of the natural environment. I can't think of any that are of a picture inside a building. And I just wondered why that is. And then I was just reflecting. I happen to be an outdoor instructor, a mountain leader, and I take people out into the outdoors. And I'm obviously passionate about the natural environment. But what I've also noticed is that when I'm exercising in the fresh air, and then I go back in and I sit in front of the fire, I feel really, really good. Much better than perhaps when I've been on a machine in a gym. And that goes for the same for swimming. This summer I was in Cornwall and swimming in the sea. And it's a completely different, vibrant feeling I have when I come out of the sea compared with coming out to the local swimming pool, when I'm surrounded by concrete walls and glass. And there is no real surprise why that is. It's well known, it's well documented that there's something else being released when we exercise in the natural environment. And that thing is serotonin. Yes, when we exercise in a gym, we use up lots of oxygen and we increase our serotonin levels, those important neurotransmitters that make us less stressed and less fatigued and give us a general feeling of greater well-being. But when we exercise in the outdoors, and there's been many studies done on this, there is a much greater level of serotonin, which is why we feel so much more positive, or certainly I do when I come back from a walk in the outdoors, in the outside. And many of the great minds, Aristotle, have talked also about man's kind of innate connection with the natural environment. We have a kind of inbuilt urge to connect with other life forms. And there's a name put to this, it's called biophilia. Man's innate connection with the natural environment. And that's possibly why I've got these types of pictures on my home screen, on my phone, and pictures in my house, because even though I'm inside a building of concrete and stone and brick, I still want to connect with the outdoor environment. And we know this from when we, during the winter time, and winter's approaching now, where there's a lack of daylight, and we sort of have this urge for spring to come around because we want to see things springing into life again. And the World Health Organization, its opening line in its constitution, talks about the all-round physical, mental and social well-being of individuals being much more important than purely focusing on disease and infirmity. So it is important for us to have physical and mental and social well-being. And I think there's no better way to get that than walking as a group in a natural environment. And that tends to be what I do with groups. They come away feeling more positive, with a greater level of energy, certainly a different level of energy that they might have from exercising on their peloton in their front room, and also a greater level of kindness and understanding and support between each other. Just something to think about when we talk about health and well-being. It's really, really important to get out into the natural environment. And maybe if we just have a look up here, but just how different it is looking at a beautiful green natural environment compared with the previous view of a old damp stone wall. Get outside, get outdoors, do a little bit of exercise, a little and often, feel good about yourselves.